Hey ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate Shorts. I'm your host, Neil. My brother from another mother and your host over there, he is Derek.
Hail.
And together we are bringing you another shorter version of the Senate podcast. So you're liking the content, you dislike the content, like, comment, share, subscribe if you do like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe if you don't. Regardless, the most important thing is share. Let us build this community or tear it down, depending on if you're a supporter or detractor. Anyhow, my brother, what do you have for me on this offering of the Senate Short?
I have a screenshot, well, a series of screenshots. I think it looks like a Twitter posting. There's Twitter posting, some tweets. She writes, let's talk about them underground Atlanta orgies. Y'all been to one? I have. Here's my story. And she proceeds to share her story. We want to hear her story, Neil. Do you want to hear her story?
With great intent, I am listening.
Here we go. For my 30th birthday 2 years ago, my BFF suggested we should go to one. She's a big freak. I'm not though, but I was curious. We signed up on this secret website and had to fill out a bunch of paperwork. Then we had to go get tested. Once we submitted everything and we were good to go, we got a special invite to show up to this secret address. The orgy was on Saturday night at this warehouse all the way out in Lithuania. I was scared as whatever, but I said to myself, YOLO, you only live once, right?
That's right.
Everything, not really. You live every day, you die once, but hey. Everything started at 7 p.m. Yeah, you know it's lyrics.
You little ass.
Everything started at 7 p.m. Walked inside, we were frisked by security and then taken to a different area to take our clothes off. We were then taken to a different area. As soon as we walked inside this semi-dark room, I saw like 400 people just effing each other. Craziest thing ever. Some weird music was playing. Well, nothing but moans and groans filled the air. Room smelled like roses and incense. Right? It was like Babylon. It was like Babylon. I felt weird and guilty. I almost wanted to leave, but then this dude with this 10-inch dick came out of nowhere and started kissing me on my neck. He was sexy as hell. He took my hand and walked me over to a couch. An hour later, I had 4 other dudes' dicks up in me. All types of drugs and alcohol were being passed around. I popped ecstasy and went even crazier. I think that night I had like, this Neil, 200 dudes come up in me. Condoms were optional. The orgy went on for like 10 hours. Left the warehouse the next morning at like 7 a.m. I slept like 2 days in a row afterwards. No cap, but there were some celebs there. The eyes and a cup of tea, you know. Only regret I have is I wish I would have known about these orgies before I got married.
Plot twist. Yes.
Pardon me.
I'll read it again for you, sir. Only regret I have is I wish I would have known about these orgies before I got married. Hubby was away on a business trip. He figured money was more important than my birthday. Well, 200 other ninjas showed me just how important I was that weekend. Your thoughts, my brother?
All right. I literally don't know what to say here. This woman. Okay, so this was actually. Let me commend you. You read it very well. You know.
Thank you, man.
You know, there was suspense. There was drama. There was a plot twist. This was amazing. This was a good
work of fiction.
Work of fiction, yeah. Well, I hope it is a work of fiction. I really do.
We can only hope it was.
Right. So it's your birthday. Your husband goes out of town. You feeling the type of way. Your friend who's, you know, she into that sort of stuff. She takes you to this party. You go to this party. You end up sleeping with 20 men?
No, not 20 men. I don't know the zero, she says.
Man,
That's messed up.
first things first that struck me, right? 10 hours, my girl?
That's a lot of action. But there were drugs and alcohol, so
I understand, but that is impressive to me that a room full of 200 people can have sex for 10 hours. That is, I don't care what augmentation, supplements, drugs, I don't care what you take.
it's a rotation. So you just keep it going around, you know?
I know, but Derek, 10 hours? 10
It's
hours.
a lot of fucking. It's a lot of fucking.
We got a good half hour with you. 45 minutes if we get a good week's rest before. 10 hours?
Stimulants, man. Stimulants.
How can a man sustain the wood 10 hours? I don't know.
I tell you,
It's
it's probably a rotation. So it's like, take a little rest and boy, you take over from me. I can do it.
But then, how does it? First things first. Let's say I've never been to an orgy. You don't think there's ever.
They haven't.
How does it work?
Is it so let me declare that out for they haven't.
Is there like a rest area? Do you go like you take a time out? You say like, all right, I
Pavilion.
was.
You sit up on the bench.
Is it like ref? Because I am assuming there. How does it work? No, I can't ask anybody's ever been party to messages. That's how it goes because nobody can do that. But I'm curious. Are there people watching?
Comment section. Tell us your orgy experiences in the comment section, guys. How does it work?
Is it that people watching to see everybody think everything above board, nobody can abuse or whatever, or is it like a common, like everybody understand what's the rule? Is there a set of rules? I try to understand how it goes. And then when you're in there for 10 hours, how do you do? Do you put your hand up and say, yeah, I need a break? Like it's too much. And you gotta go to a break area because you can't just be in the same room and you taking a break. Cause a woman or a man come to you and say, come on, it's action time, yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't hear the fatal moves, come on.
Yeah, right. So, it's just curious to me. But let's get back on track. My girl, you married. Or married. You are married. There's a social contract. 1, don't cheat. And 2, don't go to orgies.
You would take that on me. That's one of the things they just know.
But you know what's hilarious? I bet you if she was to find out that the husband went overseas or cheated, she'd be vexed.
Yeah, she'd be upset.
Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. You can't be married and going to orgies, my girl.
Well, you know, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, he said to me one time, just because a woman is married to you doesn't mean she can't have a man.
But that's a man.
yeah.
But that's one true. Singular. We know about married women that got a rotation, or women that have
a rotation.
A rotation got like a roster. I remember Steve Wu to say, shout out Steve Wu. And there's no regret, there's no shame. At the end of it, the woman wish she had known about it. Imagine if she didn't know about it before she was married.
And she'd better be married. She'd be just firmly entrenched in the streets.
And then how do you go to orgies or like? First, let me say this, right? I think that I am a sexually ambitious fella, but I am not adventurous to that point. You know what I mean? How do you go to an orgy as a man or a woman and condoms are optional? I understand you've done the test. Everybody room clean.
But still.
So pregnancy ain't a thing in this world? Cause that's like another dimension. So in her dimension, then pregnancy ain't a thing. She has slept with over 20 people, right? In one night, she sleep for 2 days comfortable. I be studying beer and jump me. But again, I assume that when you go to these orgies, and the people that do the orgy community don't come for me, but I judge you all. If you go to an orgy, you can't got them sort of concerns and thought processes.
No. When you decide that you are going to an orgy, right, Neil, and you walk into you fill out all your paperwork, as she said, you know.
Okay, test done.
For me, the paperwork would be a deterrent. But you fill the paperwork, you get your test done. You already all in, you know. So by the time you get to this place and you get back down with frisk and everything, you say, shoot, there's only one thing to do here now.
Fool now.
You can't go through all of that and then be like half step it. So I was like, shoot, I here, I naked, let me go.
You know, you fill out forms, passports. Just fill out forms to travel. Just buy a car, fill out forms. You're right there. If I'm doing a big life decision that I gotta fill out a form.
You all in.
Yeah, you're right. It's all right.
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound.
So whatever you come out there with, you can't blame nobody. For me, this is a wild story. 10 hours of pooping is amazing to me. Sleeping, you married and sleeping with enough man. Yo, usually we dispense advice here, right? I have none. If I got the dispense advice in this scenario, in this instant, if you are an orgy goer, and I got to you watching this and saying, wonder what he can say to advise me how to I can't help. I can't help you. As Derek see you in for penny, in for pound, you live in that life. Your law, I can't help you. This is fascinating me. I have always found the thought process fascinating to those parties.
I'll tell you right, the husband, poor fella, he got away. It was a business trip.
Right.
He figured money was more important than my work. My baby for money though. That afforded you the opportunity to stop here and for whosoever will make come.
And they did.
So here we have a situation now where hubby is gonna come home after the business trip and wants to see his wife and be with her in a marital sense.
Emotional damage.
Can't fathom, or as you say, phantom,
Can't fathom.
that she has been essentially torn asunder.
Run all the way through.
10 inches of penis for
And that's
10
the
hours.
first guy. I was the first guy.
And that's number one with a room full of 200 people. Let's say I would assume in those
It was a
situations
room
you
of,
have.
she said it was a room of 400. I suspect the numbers may have been just a little bit inflated, but let me say, shoot, let me take zeros off everything. So there's 40 people in the room. She had 20 of them. Let me take zeros off it. Right?
It don't matter how you switch. You manipulate these
saying.
numbers, yeah. It don't matter.
I'm saying, right? So, now you garp open. And hubby gonna come and deal with this here. And he gonna be here to make money that you can spend.
And that's my thing, right? The man gone away to make money. So by your admission, he chose money over you. So you wanted to get back at him, because that's what that sounds like. You're inferring, but it sounds like you felt a ways and you wanted to do something for you. Even though this man was doing something for you all. Right? Regardless, you decide to sleep with how many ever men you slept with. What was the benefit to this?
I was just gonna ask, what you doing, the husband?
What is the first things first, what's the benefit for you other than pleasure? Yeah, it's pleasure, but to me, 10 hours of that sort pleasure.
It can't be pleasurable no more. It can't be pleasurable.
I mean, we did a short before where a man was pleasing himself to the extreme of ended up in the hospital. The man had some unpronounceable disease because of it.
Pneumon mendiastinum.
So like 10 hours of that sort of pleasure from multiple partners. After hour 2, 3, 4, shoot, hour 5, you gotta be there saying, alright, it's hard again, but not here. Yeah, but no, you start like the trooper, you start till morning. You know that like there's like the facts. Remember he's got some crop over facts? And we said, you know, maybe the young guy they're making it to again they at 10 and they left in the at 10. Right? You stick it out. But, oh, they have breads with food. Has somebody coming wrong with food? Like it's so fascinating.
But even if it did, Neil, would you want to eat or drink anything in a room full of naked people?
Eric, as you said, I in for a penny, in for a pound. If I say that document in triplicate, I got my photo.
Yeah.
I take my test. Shoot,
Are you good with whoever come in here?
I can eat it off the floor. It don't matter. It's just fascinating to me. Do you put your hand up and say, "Yeah, I want a drink here"? Just hold on a minute, sweetheart. No, just take it out your mouth. Excuse me, there. I want a drink there. I'm just curious of what. I mean, I don't know, yo. I don't know.
Those of you who have had experiences with orgies, just share all your experiences and how this thing really goes down in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. Guys, this has been another Send It Short. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Y'all
hit
know
it
where
as
that's
often. I didn't hit it as often.
and it's hard. Y'all know where that's gonna go. Yeah? We gonna see you guys again soon.
It's a contaminated environment. And the tutu's about that.